9, 8.
You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
0, -1, -2, Oh, I thought we were just showing off. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chuck here on the EXP for Triple T. I don't know. Does anything else rhyme with T? So like orange or purple. How's it going, everybody? So good to see you guys. I'm still out here in Chicago and having a good old time. I got Wendy in the house tonight. We're gonna try to get her in. I'm not sure if she's gonna come in during the interview or if we're gonna bring her in during the. Well, she's definitely gonna be here for her voice. We'll definitely be here. Triple T for you and me. Oh, there you go. Look at you, rhyming all the time. And but yeah, Wendy is definitely gonna be here tonight. Wendy and I had so much fun. So for the few people who are here right now, we were hanging out. We were doing, she's still in Texas, so we're, 18 hours apart. We're sitting there on Google Docs and we're making the trivia together, not on the phone talking, just doing everything over Google Docs. And we're like sending messages to each other as we put up trivia. She puts a question. I'm like, what, really? I didn't know that, so it was a lot of fun. We got a lot of good trivia for you tonight. We have a great package for you. JT has a great package. Andy has a great package for you guys. It's going to be a really good night. We're going to talk about Sapphire Spectre, Punk, everything. It's going to be awesome. So stick around, and we're going to have a really good time right here on Triple T. See you in a second.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
So Wendy says she's hearing nothing. If you guys can hear anything, please let us know. I assume you can. I assume it's her. JT, can you hear me? What's going on, homie?
In case somebody can't hear me.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. We got some great people in here. Roger Fleming is in here. Nice to see you. Phil Aylin's here.
I mean, it's true, but I'm a little shy about it.
What's that?
So who told you about the package thing? I mean, it's true, but I'm a little shy about it.
You know what? I talk to a lot of people. I know a lot of people. And Henri and I chat a lot. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to mention any names, but Henri and I chat a lot.
Yeah, we hit the showers after cons.
Can you imagine an after con shower? Oh my gosh, that place would reek. Oh, dude, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad here. You have 4 days left on the Sapphire Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you start by telling everybody all about it?
Okay, so first of all, there's 4 days left, and I slashed some prices on like some of the more expensive tiers. Only the ones that nobody like bit on yet, because I'm not going to have like somebody have paid and then be like, dude, what the hell? You know what I mean? Right. only the ones nobody's gone for yet. So those have been slashed a bit. So I definitely want to paint for you, because one of them is I do an acrylic painting where there's an 11 by 17 drawing. So make me draw stuff. But yeah, issue 6 is I might go up to like 15, maybe 20. Let's see how I keep on doing. But issue 6 is about Sylvia, the main character. She hooks up with this guy, and the guy is a crush of her friend. So there's a little bit of drama. So it's like she told the girl she'd put in a good word for her with the guy, and then she ends up hooking up with him at a party. And so it's like then he gets possessed by an enemy of hers called Dr. Necro, who's like a new villain. And he gets possessed, and he has him teleport off to a abandoned insane asylum. So now Sylvia has to put her tail between her legs, team up with the girl that she kind of slighted, and go rescue this guy, So now, like her Sapphire Spectre identity is like a little more. Her life as the Sapphire Spectre is a little more exposed to the side characters now, and it's a romp through a madhouse with a bunch of like wacky ghosts and stuff, and like I said, the new villain, Dr. Necro, he's kind of like from the 1950s and stuff. Like he was killed by his fellow doctors back then for doing experiments trying to rip souls from bodies with all kinds of alchemy and crazy lobotomies and all kinds of stuff. So he
sounds like something you would see on like a Rob Zombie video or something.
Yeah. He definitely has like I don't know, a 1950s doctor look, like with the tiny circular glasses and the swoopy hair and stuff. So, yeah. So there's some drama and there's some scares and always a couple of laughs too.
So you said something about issue 15. Are you talking about like, do you have a concrete end for this?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And,
wow. Okay.
If anyone has been reading, there are little clues as to where it's kind of going too. Like I'm kind of doing Monster of the Week type stories, but it's also building to something, you know. Like I love that classic comic book thing of like, hey, Spider-Man's fighting the Shocker this week, but also this guy is lurking in the background, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna slowly start building up to something pretty big.
Do you like? I mean, obviously, you still got some time ahead of you. You've got like 10 or so issues or whatever in that realm.
I'm actually
is there
no.
Yeah. So
I'm ahead.
Is there any worry about what you would do afterwards? Like, do you have other ideas already, or?
I do, and there's actually a second book I'm working on with my cousin right now. You'll love this because I know you're into like Adult Swim style humor.
Yeah.
My cousin and I are working on a comic called Dolphin, the Improv comic. And I call it the improv comic because he and I grew up like kind of nerd partners in crime. And like we've done this thing from when we were like 15 all the way up through now, where we take a blank piece of paper, draw a bunch of blank panels on it, and then like I draw something stupid and then pass it to him. We call him Pass Between Comics. I'm rebranding it as Improv Comics. So he draws the next panel and then I draw the one after that. So like you never know where it's going to go. And it always involves this stupid, badly drawn dolphin. Like his adventures, and he can do like a little sonic scream like Echo the Dolphin almost. And so we're gonna draw it like we normally do, like the really crappy version, and then I'm gonna make it 30% less crappy when I ink over it and add actual captions and lettering and stuff. So,
I think you actually told me about that at C2E2 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because your cousin was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he actually was by my side this year at C2E2. So that was.
Oh, that's cool. Right. Henri was saying that. Yeah. Kevin.
Everybody check out Kevin M. Folliard because he's a very good speculative fiction writer too. Like he writes a lot of I'd say like junior high friendly books, like horror and some fantasy, and also a couple of like more R-rated like horror too for adults.
Nice.
Like that, so yeah. But
dude, that's sweet.
So that's another thing that's in the bag. And then Sapphire Spectre is kind of like my lone focus right now, but I've got other ideas kind of floating around and stuff too. So
that's awesome. All right. So speaking of it, while we're trying to push it and get you as much money and as many readers as possible, so I know that music, like you and I hung out in your car for a while, just listening to music together while we waited for Henri last year. And it was so much fun.
It took Henri like 45 minutes to get back to the house. So we were chilling in there, just blasting like I think Scowl and like Municipal Waste and a couple other bands.
You were showing off that what is it? The Arnold Schwarzenegger punk band.
Yes. Okay. This is a ritual, by the way. Okay. Shout out to Lisa Malone, who's been like my longtime kind of like manager, collaborator on these Kickstarters.
She's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. She keeps all the books together and everything. She's so awesome. Every time she comes over to pack the comics to get them ready to mail and everything, like we do like a packing ritual. And we start off every single packing with the Austrian Death Machine that gets to the chopper.
Right.
Get to the chopper. So like we start every single session with that before we move on to whatever else, you know. It's become a
I freaking
ritual at
love
this
that. That's so good. So music obviously is a big deal to you, and I know that. Like, how is music? How do you? How does music inspire Sapphire Spectre?
point. It's like it's kind of a mood I get when I draw things. You know, it's like I listen to like a lot of like gothy punk and horror punk and the Cure and like a lot of psychobilly. You know, like while I'm drawing this, it just kind of gets me
Yeah.
in the mood. You know, but like as for the comic itself, like Sapphire Spectre's roommate Melissa has a horror punk band called the Morticians, and that's where some of the side characters come from too, like the bassist and the drummer and stuff. So it's like there's a musical punk kind of aesthetic and element to it, but it's not a prerequisite to be into like music culture to read the comic, you know? It's more of like a
Yeah.
window dressing, you know. I'll drop the occasional reference or something, but it's not so esoteric that like nobody's gonna get it or whatever. Like my biggest problem with like kind of like I've seen a lot of people do like punk rock comics and stuff, and it's legit. There's a lifestyle to it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
a subculture. But it's always so hard to write a book about punk or like or a comic book because you can't have a soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like so it's like the most important element really isn't there. So I can't like really delve too deep into it, you know what I mean? And like I've had ideas for like punk comics before and stuff, and I call my little nonsense imprint Punkin Comics. I always say it's like Homer Simpson nuts and gum together at last. But yeah, it's so it's there, but it's not prevalent, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. No, I like that because I do the same thing with Belial, where I'm a big metalhead, so I love to put as much like metal influence and Easter eggs and stuff in there as possible without anyone feeling like they have to listen to it in order to read the book.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, dude. So you were talking about because we wanted. Oh, I'd love to see some of those high tiers knocked down and picked up. So tell us about some of those and like, are we talking like original art or what are we talking about?
Yeah, there's an original art tier. It's for some of the previous issues is original art, and it's like kind of at a knockdown price because I actually drew most of this one. Actually, I drew most of this one in pencil. It was actually supposed to originally be issue 2, and by the time I finished it, I had a ton of stuff in between, like sandwiched in the Violet Void and some of those other stories. So I just kind of reworked it to fit in the timeline and stuff like that. But yeah, so they're pencil pages. They're not like so impressive or whatever. So I'm just offering like some of the more like crazy looking inked pages, like the good pages. I wrote on the Kickstarter, you'll get one of the good pages. Don't worry. It's not gonna be the crappiest like talkie head thing with like no blacks on it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
You'll get one of the good ones. So and probably since not a lot of people are going to go for that, I'll probably even let you choose, you know, like
Yeah.
send an email being, hey, which of these ones do you want, you know?
I love that idea though. Like you're trying to push your comic and you're like, don't worry, you won't get the crappy pages. Like,
well, I mean, they're all
okay.
great, of course, but you know,
Right.
but,
That's
you
how
know,
we
like,
sell, JT.
but you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
let's say like, you know, I got like a Mark Bagley piece of art or something. I'm like, oh, one of my favorite Spider-Man artists, but it was just like a page from Ultimate Spider-Man where MJ is looking at Peter and he's looking at her and he's looking at her and she's looking at him. You know what I mean? I'm like, well,
Yeah.
no wonder this is $30.
Yeah, like I'm glad I got it's nice to have the art, but and I know you're a big Spider-Man fan too. Did Spider-Man inspire this at all, or does it just constantly inspire you as a comic creator?
Every once in a while she'll make a sarcastic remark and I'll be like, ooh, that's kind of Spider-Man-y. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go too full into it, you know what I mean? But the quipping, you know, it's like I definitely grew up on Spider-Man quips. So
Yeah.
occasionally she'll make a joke where it's kind of like something Spider-Man, Human Torch, Deadpool, Iceman would say. So yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Who is your favorite? Do you have a favorite run of Spider-Man?
Um, God, I love so many of them. Like the Ditko through Romita through Gil Kane all the way up
Yeah.
through. I have the one I don't like is JMS. That's it. I like almost all the other ones. I haven't really read the recent stuff. I've heard kind of meh things, but I
Yeah.
love the Spencer run. The Spencer run was great. Love the Dan Slott run. So it's not like I'm
Yeah,
allergic
I heard
to
good things about
modernity.
that
It's
too.
just yeah.
Yeah. So what do we got? Like, we're on issue 6 right now. What are some other villains that we've seen along the way?
So far, okay, in the prequel graphic novels, which are going to be released as like a big old phone book soon, we had Mr. Black, and he is the guy who killed her originally.
Mr. Black.
Exactly. Just like I knew you were going to get that. But like, I wasn't even thinking of that when I named him. I was just like, all right.
So good.
Because like, I follow the supernatural a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a skeptic, but I also find it interesting. So people claim to have seen shadow people. You've heard of this?
Mm-hmm.
Like during sleep paralysis or even while awake, and like it's like a black figure looks like he's wearing a hat, and people say they have yellow or red eyes. And like so I kind of made that the villain, and he was like a dead mobster who like absorbed demonic energy, and now it's a part of him. So like that's how he got so powerful that he could cross dimensions and kill her and her family. And that's how she first became Sapphire Spectre. She got jolted back to life by an unknown force, and now has the ability to die whenever she wants and become her own ghost. So he was like the main villain of the old ones, and then starting in this new series that I've been on is first we had just like a room full of demons in the hotel in the first issue. Then we had Sapphire Chibi, which was like a chibi, because like someone told me to draw a chibi version of my character. I'm like, I could make this a real character. You know what I mean? Like, not just a sticker. I can do something with this. And so like there's a tiny chibi, almost like Batmite or Mr. Mrs. Spit, that'll like kind of follow her around and annoy her. And then starts getting darker, and then you find out if the thing has a true form, which I won't reveal. And then the Violet Void, which is kind of like her Venom, her Negaduck.
Yeah.
For in the 3rd and 4th issue, I gave that. That's the only 2-parter I've done so far, and she is just evil incarnate, and like she gains the same abilities as Sapphire Spectre, but she has only a year to live. So she's going to spend that last year of her life. You know what I mean? It's like the entities that gave her this power, because she was like, I want to do what she does because I hate her. And so like they give her this power, but the catch is that now she only has a year to live. So she doubles down on spending every moment she can of figuring out ways to kill her, so.
Dude, that is really cool. I love though that like that's a very, very good trope that we have in comics, where we have, like Spider-Man and Venom, and you've got, like Reverse Flash, you've got all these, but you went to Negaduck, which is just terrific. Like a lot of people wouldn't pick up that reference, but I was like, Negaduck, all right, like deep dive, nice job.
I always go straight for that one. I love that one.
No, it's a good one, and what a great show. So good call. Yeah, like Waluigi. Yeah, exactly. Or Wario. Yeah.
It's Waluigi's turn.
It's a me, Wario.
I play a lot of Mario Party. So. Yeah, and then the 5th issue was the Pure, who is, I mean, kind of like her own entity. She's an anti-demon. She's made of completely positive energy.
Oh.
And like you think like, oh, well, so she'll be an ally, right? But she's also kind of made of like, she's almost like the most obnoxious hippie you'd ever met, where it's like just super righteous and like my way is the only way, and like I am comprised of feelings that are really mostly fleeting joys, because like,
so you're standard vegan.
If you're vegan, that's cool. Whatchamacallit. So it's kind of like, if you think about it, like horrible things are done, like, and that creates like negative energy, like a murder or like a beating somebody or something like that. So that'll leave behind in the spiritual world like a demonic energy, and that forms together into a demon. That's like my little lore of it anyway. And
I like that.
Positive, same thing. But the positive, like I said, is mostly like fleeting joys and righteousness and kind of self-centered feelings in a way, So like, she is a force of good, and they both have the same enemy, but she wants Spectre to join her energy and become the most powerful being in the world. And Sylvia even contemplates it for a bit before she realizes, dude, the world's messy. You know what I mean? Like it's not so much like a tale of what do you call that? Like moral ambiguity, as much as like two different views on good fighting each other. You know what I mean? So that's what it turns into. So
I like that. That's a really cool idea, man.
Right. So it's kind of like a who's is right thing. And so that character is going to stick around too, because she's got her own agenda. So yeah,
I've been seeing, and I mean, obviously it's also because I was in there too, but I love that you put other people, other creators and whatnot, and other people like friends and such in the book. Like it very much to me kind of harkens back to 60s and 70s, where we would see the creators throwing themselves in there now and then and having some fun with everybody. And I love that you've done that too. Have you put yourself in there?
I chopped my own head off in like the first graphic novel in the background. I haven't since.
There's only one of it's hard to bring yourself back after that. I mean, you're a good writer, but that's a lot to jump through.
you're in issue 7. There's like
is that what that one was?
Yeah, so that's the next one. It's at a horror convention that she's like helping her friend Melissa like sell horror makeup at, and she meets this guy who discovers who Sapphire Spectre is, but he calls her like the Blue Lady. So it's like her antics are starting to become an urban legend in Chicago. So this guy was going to do a presentation on the Mothman, which is what the rest of the issue features. But so he's like, when you go to cons and there's a panel, so he's got his own panel, and he's like a YouTuber, and he's up there talking about like, who is this mysterious blue lady? You know what I mean? And Sylvia catches it for a second. She's like, oh my God, that's me. You know what I mean? And like, for taco or whatever. And she goes to like yell at the guy and get in an argument with him about herself. And he has no idea. Nobody has any idea who she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because why would you, And like, there's a row of chairs in the panel, and it's you, Steph Wilson, and Carrie Ann.
I love that. And I love them so much. Mm-hmm. So that's a perfect place I'd want to sit. Cool. So, I mean, this is for issue 6.
Mm-hmm.
Are you already working on what? Issue 8 now?
Yeah, which will be the return of the Violet Void.
So you're always like a couple issues ahead.
Yes, which is why I have found time to, I might as well plug this, to draw Greed for Dustin Brunell in Ethereal Comics. That's right. I'm the current artist and colorist on Greed number 5. My pencils are, my art is in issue 4. Somebody else colored it, and that's going to be delivered very soon. And now I'm in the middle of drawing Greed 5. So
sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. So I get to work on one thing, and then like a couple of months go by, a couple of weeks or months go by, and then Dustin hits me up, dude, next Greed. Sick. And then I draw that. So yeah.
I love that. Leonard Pig asked, any plans to cross over with another indie title anytime soon?
That would be really cool. I have thought of that before. You know what I mean? And I'm like, who would like fit that? You know what I mean? Like, Anthony's got the Changeling, and things like that. It's like, I don't know, because it's like I'm such a stickler for story that it's like, how would this fit into that? You know what I mean? Like,
it would have to work.
And like, how would my universe collide with that one? or just try not to think about it that much and maybe just jam them together and see what happens. You know what I mean? So I have some thought to that. That's a cool question.
Yeah.
The two I wish, like if I ever got big enough, I wish he could cross over with the Ghostbusters or with Freddy Krueger. Those are like the two that I would like
that'd be a really good mix.
Right. And
or all of them together.
There was a long time because I had thought of this for a long time. Like I've got stories in my head. I'm like, all right, if she teams up with the Ghostbusters, I'm like, oh, but would she have to time travel to the 80s and stuff like that? You know what I mean? And then now the new movies are coming out, and I'm like, oh, okay, so she can meet Phoebe and the Spanglers. You know what I mean? Like, so that's cool. I don't know. I'm just daydreaming here.
No, dude. I mean, why not, right? You never know if an opportunity comes up, and also it's fun. Like, who cares?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Cool. So do you have any shows coming up that if anyone's in the area or around, they can come check you out at?
I applied to Fan Expo. We'll see what happens with that. I haven't gotten an email back yet.
Fan Expo Chicago?
Yeah. Because I was at Wizard World back when it was Wizard World, so I don't know if it's like any of the same staff or anything, but I don't know. Otherwise, I'll probably look for some local stuff to do this summer. So, I really want to like get further out in the country. That would be nice, to get to to Phoenix or New York or LA or something like that. That would be totally cool. But I got this thing called Rent.
Oh yeah, no, nobody likes that. That sucks.
Yeah, and a 9 to 5, which is like,
well, and while we're both here together, because you and I are actually on a book that's on Kickstarter right now, you have a sweet cover for Eric Cockrell's Blister, which is on Kickstarter right now. Blister Scorched Birth, which it's on there right now. I love your cover. You did such a good job, dude.
Everybody in the comments right now, go back that needs more love than mine does. Like I'm just gonna say it right out. Like that needs some love because Eric's an awesome dude.
He is an awesome dude.
Him as a writer and all that stuff. And like, yeah, the cover I did was so fun because I got to just flex that punk muscle,
Oh, and you really did,
like
dude.
15 different references in there. I usually put like, I hide Germs logos in everything I do. I had 2 Germs logos on that cover.
No, you did an excellent job. They also have a really good hot sauce, which I've tried and made some recipes for. And we've got him on next week, folks. So You will definitely be picking up something. I may even see if I can send you guys a hot sauce. So are you a hot sauce guy, JT?
I am. I backed the hot sauce tier. I was like,
okay.
I scrolled through and I'm like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I like backed it immediately.
It's really good. I enjoyed it an awful lot.
What's funny is that the logo on that is like a parody of the Offspring's Conspiracy of One logo. Yeah. And I actually have downstairs in the fridge the Gringo Bandito hot sauce, the Dexter Holland hot sauce.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, that's cool.
I use that. It's fun.
That's freaking awesome. All right, man. So for our first place winner today, I know you had a package. We talked about your package earlier. What is our first place winner going to be taking home tonight?
I've got a link to all the digital issues that I've done so far. It includes 2 graphic novels and all 5 present issues. I'll drop 6.
Oh, dude. So a massive digital bundle for whoever wins tonight. And then for the other players, we're going to be giving out a digital copy, a PDF of issue 1.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, guys, tonight, everybody wins, but you still definitely want to go for first place so that you can get that sweet, sweet PDF with all of the Sapphire Spectre goodness. Dude, go ahead.
Do we have enough time to watch the 2-minute video that's on the Kickstarter?
I think we, JD, is that possible? Can we make that happen? I'll see. He may or may not be able to.
Oh, okay. That's no problem.
Oh,
woo!
JD's the man.
That's fun. I'm a video editor, so I do all the stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Welcome back. I'm Sylvia Sloan. Sapphire Spectre. Cool trick, huh? Admit it, you're impressed. Thanks to all who backed issue 5. 'Twas a blast, as always. But you're here to talk about issue 6, aren't you? So let's get into it. Let's talk about 6, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about 6. Things are getting pretty hot and heavy between me and a certain bass player. Why am I dating bass players? I should just get my own band. When he gets possessed by an old foe, Dr. Necro, and dragged off to an abandoned insane asylum, it's up to me and Drummer Girl to put aside our mutual crush for bass player and save him before he gets his dome chopped. And, oh my God, do you guys like covers? Because we've got Steph, Ruth, Alfred, and the cosplay diva herself, Kara Nicole. Jeez, JG, how do you know all these chicks? We've got December, Trina, Erin Miklo, Morgan, fucking Kara Nicole. Did your fiance make you sleep on the couch? Just give me Kara's number.
Why?
Because I don't believe you.
Kara here. If this is about my car warranty, you can shove it right up your ass.
Kara? Oh my God, it's really you? It's me, Sylvia. Oh, Sapphire Spectre.
Hey!
Hey!
I was just cosplaying you.
Yeah, I got your number from JT. I hope that's okay.
Oh, JT? Such a weirdo, right?
So, what are you doing right now? What are you thinking about? Hello? As always, everything is all mailed in Geminis. There's plenty of swag and individually drawn sketch cards for each backer. So thank you so much for backing. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.
Dude, that is such a good video.
Thanks.
That is so good. I love that. That was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, the girl who plays the woman who plays Sylvia is my friend Laura Kowalski, who is a really good actress who has been in several of I used to have a sketch comedy group, Kick a Rock, and we used to do the 48-hour film project. We won for Chicago several times. Oh,
wow.
And she was always a part of it, and she's really, really good. So, yeah. So she stuck
Dude.
around and always loves playing Sylvia, so that's fun.
That's awesome. Everybody's loving it. The comments are going nuts. All right, cool. Dude, thank you so much. We're going to push the crap out of that. We really appreciate you coming out tonight and love hanging out with you, and I'll talk with you soon.
Sweet. Sounds awesome.
Sweet. All right, guys. We're going to be right back after these commercials with some trivia with our own Wendy Gale and, of course, those awesome prizes. We'll see you in just a minute.
Switch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
By this time in our journey, we had been on the trail of a very elusive creature for about 96 hours. But all the hard work is about to pay off. Oh, crikey, there she is. Oh, by the markings, I'd say this one's at least a 9.8. Oh, she's a real beauty. A true mint copy. Oh, this one will make a fine slab on anyone's display wall. Oh, she's a feisty one, though. Look out, look out! Mint Hunter Comics is the place to find that mint comic you've been searching for. Mint Hunter Comics, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, part of the experience. Ask your local comic shop to add Battle Quest comics to your pull list today.
rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
That's right. It is trivia time. JD, is it possible to bring Wendy in here? Because she's nowhere near me, so I'm definitely going to need... Oh, she's there!
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you there, girl?
Can you hear me?
Yay! Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear the wind a little bit too, though.
Yeah, sorry. I have to be on the porch, and I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It's so good to hear you, though.
That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
You too.
You want to...
Everybody.
Can you see the answers?
Yes, that's why I had to go in and get my laptop because I couldn't be in the stream and see the chat on my phone.
Okay, so you got everything. We're good to go?
We're good.
All right, cool. Then why don't we do question number 1?
Thanks for the advice, Rayla. I need to get a citronella candle. Number 1. What is the birthstone for September?
I mean, of course you know this. Your birthday is in September.
Yes, this is true.
See, I'm a good husband. I remembered.
I would hope so.
And for those of you out there who haven't played before, first person to get the correct answer gets 3 points. Second gets 2. Everybody else gets a point. And obviously the person with the most points at the end, they'll get that sweet, sweet prize. Everybody else will get issue 1. So no matter what, everyone's going to win. And we do have winners already. Rayla and then Leonard, it's looking like. So Rayla got the 3 points and Leonard got the 2. Okay, cool.
That is
and then everybody else, Phil, CJ, figure drawing. Yep, they all get a point. Do we got a question number 2 tonight?
I think so. Just 1 second. Is that everybody today? Okay.
You guys
right. So where's everybody?
I know, right? Where's our Steves and Eddie and
Yeah. Oh, Rayla knows.
Oh, I love that.
Universe. That's awesome.
That's great. That's so cool, Rayla.
Okay, number 2. What was the name of the 2015 James Bond movie starring Daniel Craig and Christoph Waltz?
There we go. Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, I mean, okay, cool. Figure drawing didn't know what the first one was, but they definitely knew what the second one was.
Yeah.
Not Quantum of Solace, not Skyfall. Okay, we do have it.
We got the 2.
So figure drawing gets the 3 points. Nicely done. Rayla gets the 2. It was Spectre, which means our first answers were Sapphire Spectre.
Yeah.
Chucky was a little lazy, but you know what? I thought I'd have some fun and see if anybody caught on.
It's supposed to be themed, so it works.
Right? You can't say I didn't follow the theme like tight.
Yeah.
Question 3.
Number 3. According to the 1995 movie, how did Casper the Friendly Ghost die?
Dude, that one was nuts. Figure drawing, as long as we know what you're talking about, we're not worried about your spelling. That's fine. Besides, we're both editors, so we can change the spelling for you.
Believe me, we do it in our head.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're fine. We've seen some very bad spelling over the years. He was not hit by a bus. He was not crushed. It was not sadness. Did not run in the street. No, nothing so violent, guys. Nothing so violent. Do we not remember that movie?
I don't remember the movie. I remember watching the movie. I don't really remember a whole lot about it.
No? So, to give a clue, he had forgotten about his death. He couldn't remember it, but he remembered his death when he saw his sled. So if that might be a bit of a Diddy party. Oh, Leonard gets 2 points for that joke. That was good. That was freaking good. Oh my gosh. Leonard, that's so funny. Not a sled accident. What kind of weather do we go sledding in?
And what kind of illness can you get from being in that kind of weather?
Yes. I love the sledding accident. Diddy party. Dude, that was so good. Such a good joke. Frozen, not quite.
No.
Did I see? Yeah, Vendetta's here. Nice. Charles Foster Kane slew him. No. It's got. So if you're freezing, what kind of illness can come from that? Frostbite's good, but no, not frostbite.
That's not an illness.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, we finally got one. Oh, Leonard, why did you have to be the first one? Now you don't get any extra points for the hilarious joke, which you did earn. So Leonard gets 3 points for pneumonia. Rayla gets 2 points for pneumonia. He died of pneumonia. That's right. Poor Casper. Paradoxical disrobing? No. Interesting. Question 4? Or we? Yeah. Question
number 4. Yeah, number 4. Okay. What U.S. politician dropped the F-bomb yesterday live at a leadership summit?
You guys know we try to hold our F-bomb off to the end. But this woman, she went live and said, oh, I shouldn't have said woman. That was a big clue, guys. That was a big clue for you. Female politicians. There's only 7? No, I'm just kidding. Not Biden, but Rayla, you're close. Not Marjorie Greene. Oh, yeah, there we
Got
go.
it.
So who got it first? Leonard and then
Leonard.
CJ? Yeah. Leonard got the 3 points. CJ got the 2. It was Kamala Harris who dropped the F-bomb, which, by the way, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not something you want to do on live TV, however.
Yeah, but, whatever. We got question 5?
It is what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Number 5. What is the third largest city in the United States?
Third largest city in the United States. It's been mentioned a couple times today by our guest, actually. And that's a hint for anybody who actually sat around and watched the interview, which we love when you guys do that. There we go. All right, cool. Phil, and then right behind was Steve Vendetta. That's right, it is Chicago. So 3 points for Phil, 2 points for Steve Vendetta. Should we do one more commercial break, Wendy, and then finish it all off?
Yep. We can do
all right.
that.
We're going to do one more commercial break, and then we'll be back with the last questions and our winner right after this.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it.
Something is speaking to you. Just at the edge of your perception. Your senses fill with visions of vortices.
360 Comics.
Slowly drawing you to one thundering epiphany.
360 Comics!
360 Comics!
The universe is telling you to shop with 360 Comics. Joe's got amazing stock from high dollar to $5 books from Silver Age to modern, CGC, variant covers, and more. 360 Comics every Wednesday at 9 Eastern, part of The Experience.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
It is still very much anybody's game, folks. So please keep ringing in, keep giving us those answers. And tonight we are playing for a huge prize pack of like 2 graphic novels and 5 issues of Sapphire Spectre, all digital. And then, of course, everybody who's here, including, yes, you, Kenneth, you will all get emailed a copy, a PDF copy of issue 1. So everybody, make sure to give us your emails so that we can make sure that everyone gets all their awesome digital content. We'll be sending that out ourselves. And we do very much appreciate you. JD's right. Wendy, do we have a question number 6?
Number 6. What heavy metal band just announced its Knotfest 2024 and a 25th anniversary tour?
By the way, this was the first question that Wendy put up, and I was right away, I was just like, dude, good question. She brought out the metal question. I love that she went there, so good for you. Not Metallica. Metallica been going for what? Like they're 40 years now. They started in like 83.
83, 84, somewhere around in there, yeah.
Yeah. So not
yeah,
Metallica.
Not Metallica. We
do have a correct answer so far. Figure drawing, much love to you. Not Death Clock, but great pick. We do already have one correct answer, and the name of it is Knotfest. So yeah, okay.
There we go.
And Phil came in with the 2 points. Yes, Slipknot. That's the band. Yeah. Which I was just listening to before the show, so that's kind of funny. I was actually listening to it while we were making the trivia, so that's funny that Wendy came up with that. Question 7.
All right, number 7. What 1996 Adam Sandler comedy has been given a sequel by Netflix?
I was so excited when I heard that. I'm not right. I was so excited when I heard that, and I heard that from Wendy. She said,
"Really, Waterboy too."
Oh, Waterboy would be fun, but sadly not. Yeah. So Rayla and then Phil.
All right, we got our points.
Yep, it is Happy Gilmore. Everybody seems to know that, which means everyone's probably just as excited as we are to hear about that. I really hope. I'm very excited for that. It's too bad though that it's happening after the passing of oh my gosh, I can't remember him, but the man who played his coach. Yeah, 1 year too late. Exactly. Yeah. Question 8.
I don't know if you can hear me. My connection is absolutely horrible. So
you're doing all right. I can hear you.
That you're loading.
No, I hear you. You're doing good.
So I don't know if we're okay for the question.
We're okay. I'm gonna nod and hope that means that she gets it. Triple T's doing good. I have the questions here, folks. So if I have to, I might. Yeah. Wendy, you there? Ah, dang. All right. Let me see. I have to open up my laptop. Trying to see if I could even remember the questions, but I don't. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. I can't quite do it because, yeah, she dropped. Damn. Okay. How are we supposed to find out who won? Oh, this is so much fun. I'm sure she'll come right back in, but dang. Oh, that's fun. What are there? Oh, okay. How many people, I remember this one. How many people have won? Okay, cool. All right. I remembered, I think, the last question, but you go ahead for the next one, babe.
Okay. Yeah, I got kicked out. Sorry. All right. Number 8. What name for a rock subgenre started as a term for a prostitute in the late 1500s?
What name for a rock subgenre is also the name, or was also used as a name for a prostitute in the 1500s? Rayla, the winner is everyone. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate you. Yep, and they got it right away. Rayla got it, and then right afterward is Leonard. It is indeed Punk. Nicely done, guys. That was fun. That was fun researching. Wendy, you got number 9?
Yep. Number 9. What Texas city just experienced a barge running into a bridge, causing an oil spill? Happened today, I believe.
No, I think it actually happened yesterday.
Was it yesterday? I don't know. I just saw it on the news today.
Yeah. Not Austin. Not Bolt. Oh, the dog.
It's a port city. Austin's in the center of the state. And I think I lost y'all again. Oh, you just muted. Okay. Oh, Texaco.
Yeah, I think we might have to. Oh, okay, we did finally get a correct answer.
Yeah,
from Leonard. Leonard did get the correct answer. Thank you, Leonard.
Somebody.
And if somebody else wants to jump on, Rayla. All right, cool. So Leonard and Rayla, you guys seem to be fighting for this one. Yeah, that's right. It is Galveston. You can always take other people's answers. That's not a problem. Yeah, Galveston is correct. And to question number 10.
Yep, last question.
Last question.
Okay, how many athletes have won medals in both the Summer and Winter Olympics?
By the way, Wendy, great question.
Yeah, with the Summer Olympics coming up in July, so I just thought, why not, right?
No, that's a good one. We could have waited until July, but no, that's a great question. Holy damn, Phil.
All right,
wow.
There we go. Got it.
Yeah, we got it. Phil right away with 4, and then Rayla with 4 as well. So we got our 3 and our 2. Nicely done, gang. Wendy is going to gather up those points. First place, again, is going to be winning the Sapphire Spectre digital multi-pack of the first 2 graphic novels and then issues 1 through 5. All of you will be getting issue 1, a digital of. So please, everyone, make sure to send us the your emails so that we can make sure that all of you get your prizes. Very excited. Yeah, there you go. Register. And also, everybody, he offered this stuff for free. So please go and check out the Kickstarter for Sapphire Spectre issue 6 on Kickstarter now. I would love to hear that we were able to pump up the volume on that one. And also, both myself and our guest today, JT Malloy, not Malott, we both were on a book called Blister Scorched Birth. We would love it if you guys check that out. Wendy, do we have a winner?
We sure did. It's Rayla.
Woo! Rayla wins. Way to go, girl. I think this might be 2 weeks in a row for Rayla. So Rayla wins that full, huge digital library of Sapphire Spectre. Congratulations to her. Wendy, it was so good hanging out with you again. I'm so glad that we're back to making shows together again.
Yeah, me too, but I got to figure out a better setup. I don't know about this internet here, but yeah, we'll keep trying.
Maybe steal better internet from the neighbors.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. We love you guys so much. Thank you from myself, from our awesome producer, JD, Wendy, JT Malloy, our guest. My name is Chuck, and I give a fuck. Have a good one, everyone. Take care.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.